I have a really good idea.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What is said idea, I ask?
She goes really low, or tries to, but still kind of says it pretty loud. She says, "They'll kill us if I tell you."
Oh, then you probably shouldn't tell us.
At this point, I'm done. I'm gonna walk off the edge of the boat. Just, good. It was nice knowing you guys. It was great.
Actually, I'm already curious about it, so I don't think I have it in me to turn around. You gotta tell us.
I'm not hearing this, right?
Not here. Too dangerous. Let's go to my room.
I order another drink because honestly, I'm just not feeling it yet.
I can.
All right. Now roll with a dice step minus to your skill.
10.
Now you're officially starting to feel tipsy.
Okay.
Woo!
Sturge. Woo!
I don't even know where Sturge is right now. He's like in the library
side of the boat. Yeah, the library on the shipping boat.
Can I go harass Sturge?
Well, if you can find him.
I'm gonna tack off and find Sturge.
No, when you start leaving, Sharon says, "No, you have to come too. It's a secret."
To which I say,
more people to hear it.
To which I say, no, and I run off.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Okay.
Just, no.
Alright, George will meet us there.
Oh, that's right. She's such a lame-o. It's okay. Never mind her.
Alright, I'm in. I follow.
But you haven't even heard the idea yet.
Okay, let's go. Where do we need to go?
My room, come on.
Yeah, we'll go to her quarters, and we'll listen to the secret, I guess. I mean,
that's a lot of quarters to form a whole room.
Yeah, you need 4 of them.
So you guys make your way to her room. Cats, by the way, a roll at a -2 dice step.
Okay.
Need to get the thing pulled up.
Agility tech.
Agility tech.
No, yeah, it's the roll.
That's a Raocow me joke, unfortunately.
That's about his hacking skills, right?
No.
I think it's a reference to something from
Say
their
yes.
Nagel retrospective.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually got it on camera. I don't think we did.
What am I rolling?
I assume it's...
I'm looking it up, one sec.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be the usual alertness perception.
Yeah.
No, it's
It might
not,
be.
Caesar, gosh.
Oh, man.
I'm not
Stupid
Caesar.
salad.
Okay, alertness perception, search if you have it.
It's not alert perception. It's alert perception.
11.
Search.
Oh, wait, -1 die step.
-2 dice.
-2. I'm sorry, that's on the skill, right?
-2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always on the skill, and if you can't take it from the skill, you take it from the attribute.
And still the same thing, I got an 11.
Okay. Well, you
That's
managed
pretty
to
good.
find Sturge.
Yeah. Yay.
Oh, no.
Considering you're sloshed.
Jakey boy.
Sturge!
What am I doing?
Sturge is there.
Am I just...
Suddenly, all
on
of
the
us
boat
are in the
looking at
game
the
as ourselves next to our characters.
This is getting too meta.
I high five.
Yeah, you define what you're doing right now, Sturge.
Yeah, no, Sturge is
Okay.
there, and he says, "Hey, everybody, I didn't touch Maglex too quick enough."
Shots fired. God.
He says, "Hey, you're George, right? I think you're super ugly."
Dang, got me.
Boom!
Dang. Ooh.
That's so Sturge.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What just happened there?
Goofy.jpg.
We sailed into the Bermuda Triangle. This is what happens.
We should do that. Sail through the Bermuda Triangle and meet our actual selves.
That's not.
That'd actually be kind of funny.
Alright. So, I've been looking around the outside of the ship this entire time.
Okay.
Just
So what have you been looking
exploring.
for?
Nothing in particular, just, walking around, spending some time, wasting some
Well,
time.
you see 2 Goombas holding up 2 mushroom people with cutlasses.
Cutlasses.
Yes.
Like to mug
Alright.
them?
No, they're piloting the ship
Oh.
under
Okay.
duress.
Got it.
And other various crew, bob-ombs and boom booms, and there's a ship doctor who you see walking around who is a clubber. You see a bunch of pirate Goomba walking back and forth, and some pirate Galoomba.
Oh, like the ones from...
Whoa!
So if you jump on them, they won't die.
Whoa!
I actually say that out loud.
Galoombas are a rare sight for us in Mario 3 land.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a
Yeah, this
majestic
is
creature.
the first time you've seen a Galoomba, Sturge.
Yeah.
You've read about them in books and songs.
They were just a
Yeah,
legend.
that's why he went, whoa!
So just like general ship stuff, right?
Yeah, they're swabbing the deck,
Are they
counting
singing
their
songs?
grog.
They singing songs?
Yeah, they're singing a shanty about Koopa shells.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm just like following Sturge because George is quiet.
The Koopa shell is a metaphor for women.
Oh! Excuse.
Anyway, so that's what you see, Sturge, as you
All
walk
right.
around the ship boat.
Cool.
And yeah, then you see a George that starts to follow you.
And I'm
just like tack, 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 tack.
like, oh.
Are you actually trying to be sneaky, George?
No,
Okay.
I'm just following along adorably. What else do I do?
Blow up.
Okay, well now's not an appropriate time to blow up. Now's an appropriate time to follow along adorably.
And I kind of ignore this and hope she stops following.
Well, dang, sensing that I'm obviously not wanted, George is gonna go off in the other direction. Jeez. I don't need this.
Really?
You know what? No, yeah.
Okay.
Really, it's not like I have anything else better to do. What's wrong with George just wandering the ship?
Alright, well, as you wander the ship, you largely see the same thing Sturge did, but in different order.
And also from a smaller perspective.
Yep.
So everything's a lot scarier.
And also more blurrier because you're sloshed.
Oh.
Actually, interestingly, roll me a agility.
Science.
Agility athletics check.
Alright. Roll?
Yep, balance if you have it.
Ooh.
So not
Well,
roll, okay.
We see that what this is for.
Yep, so that was...
Oh, and by the way, minus 2 dice steps on your skill.
Dang it. So, okay, so...
And if you don't have enough skill, you have to take them out of your attributes.
Yeah, I
Don't
got an
get
8.
seasick.
You got a total of 8?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't fall off the boat.
Okay.
Whew.
Thank...
We're falling off the freaking boat. Jesus.
Oh, she's drunk and walking on deck.
Also a ball.
I was making it an easy check. If she had rolled under a 3,
Oh, wow.
she would have fallen off.
That would have been great. No,
Because
I
there's
did
like
not.
a railing. You would have had to gotten drunk and jumped onto the railing and fallen off.
I mean, to
She
be
would
fair,
probably roll underneath
yeah.
it.
I'm very roly
Oh
poly.
yeah,
But no, I'm not falling off the boat. Anyway.
you fall off the boat.
No.
Because we talked about it, now it happened.
Hey,
Yeah.
remember when you tried to take a bite out of your prize?
I don't even know what that means.
If the DM
You
can,
literally
to get
took
rid
a
of the
bite out of
railings.
the boss, and it's like, wait, wouldn't he be poisoned? And you
Oh,
rolled,
yeah.
and you didn't.
Oh yeah.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
if the DM can trick you into saying the words "fall off the boat," then you fall off the boat.
1 sec. I'll be right back. I can use the bathroom real quick. I'll be quick.
All right.
Quick.
Okay, while she's gone, everybody level up like 3 times.
Okay, and then let me see. Yeah,
Man, welcome Jakey Boy so antisocial suddenly.
I know. We're both round. We can hang out. Come on.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, excuse me, Ditto and Rezkow are going to Sharon's room.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, it's her quarters.
You can hear the fan fiction being written.
No, she has
Great.
a secret to say, and she doesn't want prying ears around.
Oh, she's probably gonna pull out her bottle cap collection.
Yeah, probably. That's
That'll
gonna
be the
bad.
Whoa,
But hey,
man.
it's Jakey Boy's fault if he's gonna miss out on that action.
I saw a
That-
Gloomba. I mean, that's something, right? I mean,
That's true.
Wait, does Jakey Boy not drink?
no.
I thought you
trusted.
drank back at the Rusty Mushroom.
No, he refused.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Bellino drank his drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's
right. He
true,
never got a
that's
chance
true.
to accept or refuse.
Yeah, that was by accident, though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It totally makes sense in character too, though. She drank one of them and then thought the other one she had was that first, so she drank it too.
It's like that thing, that SpongeBob thing. Now I'm gonna starve. That's what that reminded me of. Sorry, I'm making borderline no sense tonight.
Borderline.
It's okay.
I think it's because I'm still groggy or something. Oh.
Grog.
Grog.
You're full of rum and water.
Apparently. I mean, that would also explain why I'm acting this way, but that's not the situation currently.
Can't whistle that high.
Please keep that part in, Dida.
Yeah. Proton John's
Okay.
gonna win. Just watch.
Get out.
Okay, so Sharon brings you back to her room.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
She says, "Okay, guys,
What's up?
I got a secret.
All right.
Secret,
I can't tell
got a
you.
Secret.
Okay.
It's too dangerous."
I thought you were going to tell us.
I
You
was.
gotta. Yeah, you said you were. We need to know.
I mean, that's the reason why we're here, technically.
Oh, that seems like a good idea then. Okay.
But don't worry, like, it's safe with us. We don't even have ears, so...
I mean,
Well.
Rescow here can't keep a secret, but I can, so it'll be safe.
So you know how we're going to ASMT
Yeah,
on this boat?
that's accurate.
We don't know how we're gonna get back. I
Oh.
don't know how we're gonna get back.
I figured...
ASMT is not exactly friendly, and we can't go back to that port. So, you know what would be neat?
That would be neat.
If this was our boat,
Oh, yeah. You know,
we
I
could take them.
Yeah, but boats are pretty expensive.
Think about the places we could go. We could go to Yoshi's Island and have a safari. And
She's sounding more like she's on drugs than she's drunk.
I've never been drunk. Shut up.
Yeah.
She also took some poison mushroom.
She did take the mushroom stuff.
Yeah, it's made of poison mushrooms, so she's a little bit tipsy and high.
I mean, I agree, it would be pretty rad, but I
We
repeat
can
that.
take them. You guys Caesar. She puts her paw on your shoulder. Caesar, are you planning to be his slave?
no way.
Then take his boat.
Well, guess I've got no other choice in the matter.
How many people are on this boat besides us?
I don't know.
I mean, we could
We
do
need
it.
a crew. We can convert him. Convince him to join us. Martin doesn't treat his people well. We
Yeah.
could become a Koopaling.
Oh, jeez.
Now, I admit, that does sound pretty good.
And think about it, Rescal. She turns and puts her flippers on your face. No. She turns and looks directly in your eyes. She says, "Did you see those mushroom people who were slaves?
Yeah, that
This
is
would save the mushroom kingdom."
That is kind of fishy, how they're using slave word. I didn't quite wrap that around my head yet. You might be having a good case here.
Let's
We
do
could
it.
convert people, and if they don't convert, you can burn them.
Wow.
You weren't witness to this.
I heard about it. Okay, she doesn't
Kawa,
say
you
that.
cannot roleplay using knowledge that your
Fine!
character-
She says, and if you don't... No, she still says that. You can breathe fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
I guess I can breathe fire.
That is a thing my species can do.
I wonder if, like, when you hiccup, you breathe fire.
Probably.
So. But
Well, I
we need the other two. We need the rolling one and the floating one. Should be on our side. I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
take a nap.
I think we can deal without the rolly one.
And she falls asleep.
Like, George, like, whatever. But Jakey Boy, I would like to have his help with this.
You think we should do this? You think we should do
Who
this?
is
Riz?
typing? Cat,
Sorry.
stop typing.
Well, I mean, she has a point. Like, we are witnessing slavery in action here, and we're acting like everything is fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be a... I was planning on just, like, never going back to anywhere near Morton Koopa, but, you know, throwing off the shackles of slavery sooner rather than later sounds good to me.
Alright, so it's agreed then. We are gonna take over this boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do
Cat,
it.
stop typing.
I'm sorry. I'll mute
Yeah,
my
it's
thing.
super loud.
Okay, so Rizcow and I need to recruit Sturge and then get the captain into the brig.
Yeah, you go find Sturge while I do this.
We need
Where
to
am
recruit
I?
Jakey Boy. We also need to figure out who the captain is, where the captain is, and then get him into the brig. Somehow.
Well, I have no idea.
Well, one thing at a time, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to be like killing everyone. We're just going to be locking them up.
Well, we're
Oh, this
gonna,
one I think this would be perfect.
gonna do
for...
what we need to do.
What we need to do is lock people up. Anyway, let's first... let's first find... What's his name? Jakey Boy.
I roll for
That guy,
finding
I don't
Jakey
know.
Boy.
Yeah.
Is
learn
it-
this perception search.
Is there food on the ship, by the way? I'm hungry.
Yeah, there's a. You have a personal butler.
Oh, what's his name?
Fred.
Fred, yes. Alright.
Got a 10 for my looking for Sturg roll.
You found him.
Oh, okay. He's...
I'm with
Alright.
Hey,
Fred.
Jakey
right
Boy.
now. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there.
Where are we right now that we found him?
You're on the deck.
I'm on the deck.
All right, are there crew people around?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're around, but they're...
But are they, like, within listening distance?
I mean, it's a quiet night, so yeah.
Okay, Jakey Boy, come back with us to the quarters.
Why?
We've got to tell you something.
Well, I'm enjoying this wonderful evening on
This
the
is
dock. I
this
don't
is
usually get to
urgent.
do this.
This is important. Come on.
Dude, you look
You
drunk.
could say
okay?
it's sturgeon.
No, because it's not Sturg, it's Jakey Boy.
I unmuted my mic just for that.
Let's go.
I
They
appreciate it.
they look drunk, right?
Yes,
I only look slightly.
How does a
I am noticeably drunk. I mean, tipsy, I guess.
how does a drunk
Alright.
mushroom man look?
Yeah, but you're still, you're not
Yeah, yeah.
walking completely straight, and
Ah,
Yeah, I'm like tipsy.
Alright, well, I don't understand. Like, I don't... You're drunk, man. Just...
Alright, okay. Like, Jakey Boy, if you're gonna make this hard, I'm gonna say it outright. We're taking over the ship.
Oh my god, really?
God.
Yep.
Are you gonna
Huh.
try and say it quietly?
Talking voice level.
God.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Wow, you guys really are drunk, man.
We are gonna drown in a watery grave.
One moment, I have to dice roll. Okay, Rezcal,
Yep.
roll me a an alertness diplomacy check. Talking. If you
I can
have
go
it.
up to 4, guys.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not enough.
boy.
Well, I'm still gonna roll.
In case you crit fail.
I got a 1, guys.
You crit failed?
Yep.
You yell it really loud, and everyone turns and looks at you, and they say, "What?"
Oh no.
I'm really glad I'm not here. I'm not associated with this.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
draw
you are-
their cutlasses.
I made the right decision running away from Sturge.
Man, you are drunk there, buddy.
I assume
Look.
you say this loud enough for people to hear.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your charisma diplomacy, Sturge.
Let's see.
Hope you roll decently.
Can I
Yeah.
use a plot point to add a die?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, at this point I'm gonna have to try and distance myself from Rizko too. I try
God.
and like look at him in surprise as if I have no idea what he's saying and back out.
So, how does the... I forget. How does the additional die addition work?
You add a third die to your roll. So you roll your attribute, your skill, and then the third die. And that third die, if you spend it beforehand, the minimum roll is the number of points you add.
Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Well, I don't have any... Diplomacy's not even written down on my sheet for
Oh,
some
it's
reason.
not?
Yeah,
Oh, no, it doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
that's what I was wondering
influence.
earlier. Yeah, okay. I assumed it was a sub thing of influence, so I rolled influence
Yeah,
last time.
influence, yeah, influence diplomacy is a specialization.
Oh, okay.
I'm too
alright.
used to Pathfinder.
Didn't even matter. I don't have points in influence.
You may
This is
want
why
to spend some plot points.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend those 2 plot points.
I'm gonna roll. I mean, should I roll charisma influence too?
Are you saying something similar?
I mean, I'm
backing
looking.
up.
I'm looking up in surprise, like I have no idea what he's talking about, and backing up, like to align myself next to Sturge and next to Jakey Boy, and act like I'm, I'm basically doing the same thing as Sturge.
Okay. But are you saying something out loud, like, "Whoa, man, you're drunk," or like something like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man.
it's like, whoa.
Don't talk nonsense.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to convey that through body language, but sure, I say whoa, like what?
Okay. Well, again,
Dude.
roll. Since you actually have some knowledge of this, you're not rolling influence. You're rolling performance.
Oh, really?
Charisma, performance, acting.
Okay, I have no performance,
Roll charisma.
and I have no plot points.
Could say you have performance issues.
You're
Alright.
just
Oh
gonna
my god.
just gonna do a really bad job.
Sorry,
That's
I'm-
what it amounts to.
I'm gonna retreat back to my corner of hell.
But I did get a lucky roll on my charisma, and I got a 7.
Alright. Sturge?
I got an 11.
Oh, that's exactly what you needed. So, people begin casually laughing, and they're like, ha 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 ha.
Huh.
They laugh kind of, uneasily and turn back to their work.
If no one stops me, I'm going to say, "Hey, why are y'all
Stop.
laughing?
Stop! Stop!
This is serious."
Stop! I'm holding up a stop sign.
Just no. You can't do that. Do not pass go. Are you actually gonna do that, Raocow?
Well, yeah.
What?
I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Okay, I try and-
Okay. I'll come with you guys. All right. Just lower the volume here.
All right, then. Follow me. We're gonna go to my quarters.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, are the best quarters of anyone.
Oh, right, because he's not a slave like we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you have a butler. You guys are only getting good quarters because you're friends with Rezcal.
Nice.
Sweet.
So you've got 2 butlers waiting in your room for you, Rezcal, and they say, "Yes, sir, can I help you and your friend?"
No, actually, it'd be super cool if you could step out for a bit.
Certainly, sir. You need some private time with the gentleman.
Take the night off.
Wait, are we both with Rezcow or just? I thought.
Ideally,
Both.
it'd be the both of you.
Yeah, I thought we were all
Yeah.
coming. Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't.
he said gentleman.
Okay.
Right. So, Jicky Boy, I'm serious. We're serious here. We I'm pretty sure you noticed. There's a whole bunch of weird people in chains all over the place. It's pretty
Well,
obvious that there's
yeah,
a lot
I
of people
know.
here
It's a
that
brothel.
are not there on their own will, and it's our duty to right this wrong. And for
Oh.
that, we need to take over the shit.
How? It's a pretty big task. For
We can do
three
it.
of us that are brutally injured.
Oh yeah, we're seriously injured. You guys are terrible at coming up with good ideas.
You're not there.
I don't care. This isn't George saying it. This is me.
I hadn't thought
Yeah,
that.
George is actually unaware of this.
Yeah,
You guys are gonna start your mutiny, and George is gonna be like, "What is going on?"
exactly.
I mean, I don't think any of us trust George fully yet because we don't even
Yeah.
know why she's with us or anything. So
Yeah, that's true.
And okay, like, yeah, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but I figured if we just start to, just like kind of like capture people and put them in the brig gradually, we would just take over the ship.
How long is this boat trip?
About a week.
About a week ago.
We're gonna be late.
oh yeah, we're gonna miss the shipment.
destination.
Oh, never mind. It's the day. It's several days.
Several days in the future.
You're going to get there and have a day.
And I mean, honestly, like, I don't figure
Okay.
this should take more than a couple of hours. There's not
You
that
may
many
notice
people.
I don't really keep track of time. Because it'd be a huge pain in the butt.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
so
fair,
this shipment is as long as it takes for it to be 1 day left when we get there.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Oh man.
Wait, how far is the Rad volcano from our landing point?
You're landing relatively near it.
And Rad Volcano is an island, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're landing relatively near the House of Turner.
Okay.
And, like, honestly, just, taking over shouldn't take more than a couple of hours, and then it'll be fine until, the rest, and we can release everyone once we get there.
We gotta be sneaky, though, and we suck at being sneaky.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, look, as of now, maybe we had some issues, but those were learning experiences. Now it's time to put that into practice.
Alright, just make sure we don't step on any guns, I guess, or...
man, throwback.
That's a
I'm not
classic
sure
moment.
how many bad people are here, but I figure if we just kind of like gradually, go forward one step at a time, we'll we should be able to do this not too long. Like, remember, they're just like stupid pirates and stuff. We're trained professional policemen. This should be super easy.
Wait, Caesar says suddenly. Where did we leave Sharon?
She's drunk in her room.
Yeah, she's passed out.
Okay, good.
To add to the authenticity that George has no idea what's going on, I'm going to use the restroom during this time, so I will essentially have no idea what's going
Alright,
on.
sounds good.
Okie doke.
It's called method acting.
Okay, I was afraid that, like, while we were off convincing Jakey Boy, that Sharon would, like, go back to blabbing it to Fergus.
I don't know, she was really, like,
Hammered.
hammering.
Which is why we should trust her idea and go for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, just because she was drunk doesn't mean that there wasn't a kernel of a good idea in what she said.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty difficult, I'd say.
We can do it.
Difficult, but totally doable.
Alright,
Oh man.
first off,
So-
where's the captain on this boat?
I thought the bartender's name was Captain, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
where's
it's
the actual
Cappy.
captain? But where's the
Oh.
actual
Yes, he's in the captain's quarters. Near the head of the ship.
Wait, who is the captain?
I guess we should go to his quarter and see if he's there and
Shoot
start
him.
from there.
Alright. Kind of wish I could heal up a bit more, but that's okay.
Well, look, if you're worried, I'll be in front, and I'll take care of things if it looks like it's gonna be dangerous.
No, if it's dangerous, then I have to be there with you guys. I mean, come on.
Aww.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, Jakey boy, I got your bag, you got mine, so everything will be super great without any problems.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's go. Let's scope out
Yeah,
the
the
captain's
words
quarters.
Says
Yeah.
Caesar drunkenly.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys head over to the captain's quarters, which are, of course, locked. There's a door you can knock. It says, please knock.
Oh, well, I go ahead and knock.
He says, come in, door's always open for sailors on the open seas.
Oh, great. Well, we're just gonna step right in then.
I love this guy already.
Mr. Captain.
So the captain is a Reznor.
Oh, man.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
And he's got several assistants. Assistant Boom Boom standing next to him. His first mate and second mate. And he says, my honored guests, what can I do ye for?
I got a question for you, Mr. Captain.
First, I got a question for you, if you don't mind.
That's totally fair, since this is your place. Go ahead and ask.
Is everything to your liking?
Honestly, yeah, things are pretty good. Thank you very much for the great hospitality.
No, thank you for coming on, for choosing my ship to come on. I'm honored. Now, what's your question?
Alright. So, just to start, are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I didn't know we were going to be talking philosophy. What is a good guy?
A good guy is a person that's a cool person that does nice things.
But what if those nice things hurt people in the end?
Well, I'll admit that can get pretty touchy, but I guess as long as the intention, is there to do good, anyone can be redempted.
But what if someone intends to be good and commits genocide or murder?
As long as the intention is there, and if he does commit sin doing that, repentance is always an option.
Repentance?
My intelligence is not high enough for this conversation.
Well then, my intentions are certainly good. I hope to do good in this world.
Oh, well, I'm super glad to hear that. So, am I to understand that, I don't know if you've noticed, but on the ship, a lot of crew members don't seem to be there, on their own, volition. They got all these people with swords near them and threatening them and all that. It's kind of suspicious.
Oh, don't worry about them.
Go on.
Caesar's just been kind of drunkenly leaning against the wall, but he did break out in laughter when the good guy thing came up.
Well, let's just say they're volunteers.
Well, I mean, that stretches the definition I'm used to of volunteering, Mr. Captain. Because you see, I don't see what good it would be to force people to operate this boat by sword point.
But what if doing so saves lives?
Is that the case?
Well, it's just a hypothetical.
Well, I'm just thinking, right now, as an example, as an anecdotal reference, is that the case?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you need to get to where you're going?
That would be really useful.
Will getting to where you're going save lives?
Yes.
Then they're helping save lives.
Yeah, but I think they could be helping save lives while not being forced to do it too. You should probably find people who are actually willing to drive the boats.
We asked if they were willing to join us and help you across the channel, but they said no. Yar, me hearties.
See, that I find that a bit bothersome, because I'd rather if the crew was a voluntary one. Look, okay, if once we get to shore you promise to let them go, that would be super great.
Well, I can certainly consider it.
Well, so just keep that in mind, because otherwise, I'm gonna be honest, we...
Is anyone gonna stop him?
George
Caesar,
is gonna stop him.
Caesar's just leaning against the wall, barely noticing what's happening.
Okay, I'll continue then, unless Jakey Boy's about to...
I think we've gotten our answer to our question.
We've dug our grave. We can do this. Well, you guys can do this. I'm not exactly related.
So no, as long as gone in good faith that you're gonna release the people here, then it's all good. Sorry to be a bother, by the way. I just wanted to make sure about this.
I'll certainly consider what you said. I'll have to mull it over.
Alright. So, again, no, sorry to be a bother. It was just something that was kind of like stinging on the mind a little. Sharon wanted to have the whole boat, but, thinking about it here, talking with you, that does sound a bit silly. I don't know how to drive the boat.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Sharon's the Sphinx that hangs around with us. I don't really know her all that much, though, to be honest.
She wanted to take the boat?
Well, I mean, to be fair, she was a tiny bit drunk. So I don't know how honest she was about that, but then she was going on about going on a trip in Dinosaur Island and stuff. But that's not important. Like, everything seems to be cool here, so,
He turns to his first mate and he says, First mate, find her and throw her off this ship.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
And he says, yes, sir. And he waddles sideways towards the door.
I have to politely disagree, and, I would rather she be kept around because, she's with us to assist us on our whole mission.
Sorry, we have a zero-tolerance policy for mutiny and traitors.
Oh, no, it's not mutiny. She just wanted to get the ship.
That is the definition of mutiny.
Well, technically, we're not part of the crew. So, I won't, be all
Her
semantic about this.
intentions were bad. She's a bad person.
No, deep down, I think she's just that, she's a good person. I think she was just confused a little bit.
First mate, go throw her off the ship.
Nope, I'm going to stand in front of the door.
Alright, well.
First mate comes up to you and he says, move.
That's not going to happen. I have to, politely, request that you change your mind.
What am I listening to here?
Our death sentences.
Guys, this is how all of our characters die.
My boom boom.
Guys, this is the end
Well,
of
I'm going to have to politely request you move aside, sir.
This is the end of the Seaside Project.
Looks like we got a disagreement going on here.
I guess we're going to lose our League of Janitor contact at this point.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I don't know what you're doing.
No? We're
I'm
not
not doing anything. Y'all are dying. I'm just chilling somewhere on the boat. I'm probably on the Lido deck.
We're not dying. We just got Sharon killed, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. If any of you were actually doing anything, like maybe it would help.
I don't know what to say
I'm sorry,
here.
Ralph. Do you want George to burst in?
That would be out of character. Except it would be in character, but I'm covering the door anyway. You wouldn't come in.
Like,
Just
Okay.
trying to burst in.
I guess
still-
at that point, with a bit of commotion, Caesar started to focus a bit more. I'm going to try and slip out behind Rezkow. Just kind of
Like,
casually walk out the door, and then I'm going to try and run.
If I notice that you want to go through, I would let you through.
Okay. And I try and run and find Sharon.
I'm like, at this point, I still don't know enough about Sharon that I consider her part of the team. So I'm like, I don't care.
He told you, everything about bottle caps you could ever
pretty
want
much.
to know.
But, he already has the information now. He has no more use for her.
But that's true.
So callous.
I'm a very
Okay,
jaded
so
person.
if I slipped out of the room, I'm going to try and run to Sharon and just at least warn her, and then not do anything else, probably.
Okay.
You don't care about Sharon more than you care about me, and we met around the same time.
What?
Yeah, but Sharon is friendly.
You're not.
I'm friendly!
You're not in any danger at the moment. I would do the same for George.
Eventually.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Rezkow just has a thing for her. It's biased.
Anyway, so
Janitors.
I mean, when I was leaving the room, I tried not to look like I was going to go warn her, so at least I had plausible deniability later.
I think it's
But-
pretty clear what you were doing.
Well, oh well. Deal with it later. Yeah, so I burst into Sharon's room and wake her up.
Well, yeah, but the conversation happens with Rezcal first before you get there.
Okay.
He says, "So, I'm gonna need you to move, sir, or this is gonna get real messy real quick."
I'm only gonna move if you promise that Sharon is not in immediate danger.
Fine, I promise I won't throw Sharon off the ship.
You know what?
Move.
If she upset her, you can put her in the brig or something. That's okay. And then I'll just pick her up once we get to shore.
Sure, sounds good to
Alright.
me.
All right. So I'm glad we got.
This
An
is the boom
agreement
boom
here?
talking, by the way, not the captain.
No, just how he's cool. He's having
Okay.
a talk, and he steps out of the way. Things
Alright.
are all solved, all without violence.
So that bought me maybe like 6 seconds.
Yep.
I kind of want to try and follow him sneakily-ish. Like,
Okay.
Sneakily.
leave the
Roll
leave the
alertness
room.
covert.
All right. So that is that and that. All right. Oops.
Well,
No, it's
also
the
I
other
was sprinting at like as fast as I could to get to Sharon's quarters. So
Yep.
And you have fast on your, or no, you have steady on your feet. Never mind.
I also have fast on my feet.
I have fast on my feet.
I don't. I can roll.
You don't have.
Whoa! Sweet. I got a 14.
Very
That was
good.
my
You
max.
managed to actually sneak behind them and managed to quasi keep up with Caesar somehow.
Wait, he's
Wow.
keeping up with me? I thought he was following the other guys, following the boom boom.
Well, okay, he follows the boom boom. He managed to keep up with the boom boom.
That was like my first max of this game. Or this whole story.
I'm proud. You did. You
so
did it.
happy.
I'm not. Took too long.
Dang.
Sad.
I'm still holding out hope that I ran fast enough to wake up Sharon, warn her, and get out before they get there.
So the captain says to Rezcal, "Is that all then?"
Well, actually, I do kind of feel bad about upsetting your night there. So if there's anything I can do to make up for it, like I'm all
Well, you
ears.
just-
Poison his
You just have a lovely night.
His drink.
You're sure? Like you're really sure about this? Like anything? Just name it.
I'm just happy that you're happy.
No, well, if you change your mind, you know where I'm at. As I turn around,
And you go back to where?
I guess I'll turn back to like generally follow the commotion going on, but at a more like walking pace. I'm in no hurry. Everything is
So
settled.
you're gradually following. You're going back to Sharon's room slowly.
Because like I assume we're all kind of like in the same area.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know where I am.
So Caesar, you do in fact make it to Sharon first.
Yeah, I mean, I got a head start and I ran fast.
Yeah.
So I just try and shake her awake. Say, wake up, wake up!
She gurgles.
Oh,
Oh no. I kind
mouth
of
to
like
mouth.
pat her, like slap her face gently, just try and wake up, wake up.
One sec, let me.
I think
Nice
Horikow
roll.
ships this too.
I mean, we're on a ship, so.
God.
What?
Sturge.
Nope, she doesn't wake up. She
Wow.
gurgles
Oh.
some more.
That is a persistent sphinx.
Bite her tail.
Be a pacifist. Go.
Okay, I mean, okay, this time I slap her in the face harder. Just trying to wake her
Alright,
up.
roll an athletics, a body athletics check.
All
Or body
right.
unarmed combat, I'm sorry. Slapping, if you have it.
What?
Okay.
That's so specific. Like what?
Or, okay, I guess slapping would be non-lethal. Would be it.
I would just like making a character that has like specialization in slapping.
Slapping
like
would be
that.
with a second level.
I got a 6.
Not, okay. She can roll. She's
Not-
rolled really well. She rolled the identical to before.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm sorry. She botched. So, she turns over and begins to gurgle into her pillow.
Oh no. Can I hear footsteps on their way yet?
No.
Lock the door.
I
Make a barricade.
okay. I'm not fully sober either. So my plan will be to roll her over, shove her under her bed, and like throw something in front of her underneath the bed, and then dive out and try and get to my quarters before they arrive. That's my plan. What do I need to roll?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
What do I need to roll to do it?
Alertness covert to hide her.
Stone
Okay.
cold, do it.
And by the way, -2 die steps for being drunk.
Wouldn't that
Okay,
be
well,
crap?
No, -1. You're only tipsy. -1 die step for being tipsy.
all
You can
right.
do it.
That takes away my entire covert of 2, so I'll just roll alertness, which is
You can do it.
I botched. I got a 1.
Well,
Oh,
no,
well
you can't.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well,
two
you
crit fails.
show Azure. You don't manage to really make it there. No. Okay, so what do?
You deal damage to her.
You decide to hide her in plain sight. The one place they'll never suspect. And so you
It's not a
put
sphinx,
her...
it's a bear rug.
Yeah, basically that's what you try and do. Try and disguise her as a rug.
Okay.
This is gonna end great.
And then I try and dive out of the room and into my own
Yep.
before they get
You
there.
managed to do that quite easily.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I tried.
Good job.
Rest in peace.
I said that was a success. Success.
So, Razcow, roll me alertness perception and hope you do well. You can, of
Hope.
course, add plot points if you want.
I only got 2, dude. It's not worth it. Alertness perception.
Yep.
How many plot points do I need to heal some wounds?
8.
Can't.
Wait, did Rezkow or I get any plot points for going along with Sharon's terrible idea?
No. You only get
Fine.
plot points when your complications ruin you.
Or if you have a really good idea.
Technically, that's idealism.
Fair
but,
enough.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh, you thought that... No, yeah, Razcow, you do get one.
Yes.
Because you thought the ideal circumstance for that captain.
Yeah.
And the boom boom. But I'm
Yeah,
rolling
honest
in
to a fault.
one event. Yeah, oh yeah, honest to a fault as well. I have 2.
There.
Now it's
You guys have to call me on this when I don't give them to you.
Like,
Alright, I mean, I was
I
going
didn't
for
create an entire situation there for nothing.
I was going for overconfidence when I agreed to the plan, and was pushing for it because I thought it would totally work at
Well,
first.
I mean, but agreeing to a plan is not really...
Fair enough.
Because the plan could have gone any number of ways.
This plan?
You could have just attacked the captain right there. Also, this isn't really... It's hurting you as a party, but... No,
it's
I'm not going
hurting
to give
Sharon.
you something for... Yeah, I'm
Sharon's
not gonna
getting
give
plot
you...
points.
Yeah. For drunk... She has drunkard.
Oh.
Or lightweight, and she gets a plot point for that, but
Oh.
she doesn't get plot points, so...
Yeah, and I got an 8 in my whole thing.
There are actually games where enemies can get plot points, but I'm not doing that.
What do they spend them on? Minions?
Mostly
Better
on die
rolls,
rolls.
maybe?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks as terms of results.
Yeah, I've been at 0 plot points for a while, so I was just trying to push my luck to get some more.
No, I mean, lightweight, maybe. Yeah, go ahead and have one for lightweight, because it did make your die worse.
But I rolled well despite it, though.
Well, I mean... Oh, yeah, on your drunkard check? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Never mind. Okay, so... Rezcal, roll learner's perception.
Yeah, I
You
got
can
an 8.
spend an 8. 3 plot points would do it.
No, like I said, I'm not using them.
Okay. So you're
what-
walking, you manage to make it to your room. You don't really see anyone down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
In the hall where your rooms are.
Right?
And you make it to your room without really any event.
Yeah, and, everything settled pretty okay.
Meanwhile, Jakey Boy was following the boom boom.
Oh, correct.
Yep.
So there is some hope. So Jakey Boy, you see the boom boom enter. You see the boom boom enter Sharon's room.
All right. Can I lock the door from the front?
No, it's locked from the inside.
Dang it.
Like a normal door. It's not, in fact, a prison.
Well, like, I didn't see Caesar get out or anything. I'm just assuming that he's there because he went after her. So at this point, I'm kind of just still watching, assuming he's doing something about it. Because I'm a helpful teammate.
You're not even, like, peeking in the door or anything?
Oh, is it open? I thought it was closed.
Yeah, he goes in. Door's open as he goes in.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'm gonna look through that. If
Well,
there's a
you
window
see him you see him picking up Sharon
All right.
from the ground directly in front of the door.
That was smart.
You also notice that she's been moved. This is not where she passed out. Oh wait, you
Well,
didn't see her.
I wasn't even
Never mind.
there.
Yeah.
Darn. So yeah, she's on the floor, knocked out, and you don't know how she got knocked out actually, and you see the boom boom pick her up and throw him over his shoulder.
Oh, okay. Well, I have no idea where Caesar is. I thought he was gonna do something, but he's probably throwing up in a toilet or something. I don't know.
I tried.
All right, so I'm, cause like, I would get in there and fight him, but like the thing is, my 3 wounds are. I'm looking at my
3 wounds.
No, like my 15 wounds. I forget that I just count the ones I have left. Well, crud. I feel like I can make a distraction here somewhere.
I mean, I'm trying to think what we could do to save Sharon, but at this point, like, we're on a boat with a bunch of enemies. Like,
Okay, I'm just gonna keep following them.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, he picks it up. He picks Sharon up, and he begins walking to the upper deck.
I've got a plan. Did I see a lifeboat or like a rowboat that could be lowered into the water at any point during my stay on this boat so far? Alright. I get out of my room, go over to Rezcow's and say, Rezcow, they're throwing Sharon overboard after all.
But wait, how do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know that?
I
You went
just
back to your
assumed it.
room.
Bluff.
I think
That's fair. You assumed he was
Caesar's
lying.
smart enough to, yeah.
That's fair.
Well, like, are you sure? Because he did give me his word, I think.
Yeah.
Also, you are pretty confident that you hit her pretty well. The one place they'll never search.
Did my botch make me certain that it was good hide?
Yeah, you're certain she's hidden well.
Okay,
You're not
well,
necessarily certain that they won't find her, but you think the chance is relatively slim.
well, could I have watched from my door to see what I could see happening in, like, the hallway or whatever?
If you roll an alertness covert check.
Alright, with a minus because of my tipsiness.
Yep, -1 dice.
Alright, I got a 6. Best I could have gotten.
Well,
Critical
you
success.
see the boom boom, and he walks into the room, and the boom boom looks directly at you and growls.
Alright, I back up into my room and act. Yeah. But after he carries her off, I want to run into Rezcow and...
Well, alright, did you back into your... Because that was when he is entering the room.
Yeah.
How do you know he left with her?
I just wait like a minute.
So you don't immediately back into your room.
I mean, I back into my
Well,
room.
like, he backs immediately in his room, but then waits a while.
Yeah, as soon as he looks at me, I back into my room. But a minute later, I come out and try and get Rezcow on board for my super awesome plan.
Like I'm assuming when he says that, like, he checks back in her room, sees it's empty, not sure what Jakey Boy's doing, however, and then afterwards he'd come and see me.
So that's your order of operations?
Just a
That's the way
minute.
I understand.
A minute
I'm just
after,
wondering how you know she was taken.
because I saw the guy go into I don't know.
Basically, actually, like,
How
he
do you
hasn't
know
left-
your hiding failed?
The way I see it is that for now he does he's in his room and he's not really doing anything after the boom boom saw him.
Yeah, just
The way I understand it is that a little bit later he would check out in the room, make sure everything is okay. Except
Yeah.
we're not at that part yet, time-wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so you check her room first and then go talk to Rezcal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that.
Yeah, she's... Okay, Rescow, she's gone. We need to take the rowboat and go get her.
Well, he said he would bring her in the brig, so that's normal. Like, why did you think he went against his word and throw her overboard? That's not what we agreed to.
Alright, I'll go follow him and see for sure, okay?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I'll go with you, but, like, you're worrying for nothing here, Caesar.
Alright, let's
As
go.
I lazily get back up to my feet and meander out.
Wait, maybe
Meanwhile,
Sturge... Yeah.
Sturge,
Yeah.
you're following him up the stairs, and he walks over to the edge of the ship.
Well, on the way there, do I see like any like form of a weapon I can just hold?
Yeah, there are weapons around.
Maybe I can like
Cutlasses and...
like sneak by a kitchen and grab a knife or something.
I mean,
don't know.
There we go.
I mean, technically, you still got your guns.
I do? Oh,
Yeah, you have those. There are also cutlasses around.
huh. All right. Well,
Here's your
what
next
would
game.
what would require me to grab a cutlass?
You grab a cutlass.
Okay, I grabbed the cutlass.
You roll for grabbing
Man,
a cutlass.
that was easy. Wow.
Roll
You gotta
a...
roll a d1.
Yeah. Roll a picking something up check.
Oh man, it's a shame I didn't put any points into that.
You need specifically picking up cutlasses from decks of ships.
Specialization of a specialization.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pick up a weapon, and what do you do with it?
Sneaking still. I'm still sneaking.
Yeah, you're still sneaking.
So he's just hanging out on the edge.
No, he's walking towards the edge of the boat as we speak.
Okay, so who like I want to look around real quick. Just like, is there anyone else around?
There's crew members around, yeah. It's
Oh,
next to the
shoot.
ship.
Okay, well instead, I'm hidden, I guess, right?
Yeah, you're hidden from
Okay,
sight.
so instead I'm gonna try and aim a fire flower if I still have that.
Well, that will require you to roll another covert check.
All right.
Oh, by the way, is this happening at night? I've been picturing it happening, like, in the middle of the night because of...
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was imagining, like, dusk or something. Middle of the night is just as good, I guess.
There's a sunset and it's
better.
playing one of the loading musics from Megalix.
Well, no, never mind. I'll try and just stab him.
All right. Finally,
Wow.
one of you takes some action.
Hey, I would have
Alright.
by now if I had a good reason for it.
Roll me agility. I think it's agility.
All right.
Melee weapons.
Melee weapon.
Blades if you have it.
Oh, wait, nice. All right. 15.
15. Wow.
Jesus.
Man,
That's very nice.
I discovered a new skill.
I wasn't aware you actually put points in the
Yeah, me neither.
melee weapons.
I like this. I create a lot of trouble, then you guys fix it. I can live with that.
So he doesn't get a dodge, but he does get his basic defense, which is lower because you're at close range and covert.
So can I
You do
try and like
a
at
lot
this-
of damage.
So like while I'm doing that, can I try and push him at the same time?
That would be 2 actions.
Okay.
You would have had
so-
to do that beforehand.
all right. I want to push him off the boat.
Well, you can't do that right now because you've already
wanna
done
do
an
it.
action. You would have to re-roll. You
No,
would
I
have to
want to do
re-roll
it.
at 1 die step less.
Okay.
Are you willing to do that?
Nah. I
Okay.
just like stabbing
I
people.
mean, you got a really nice roll.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna squander that.
Okay, so he has a lot of wounds now.
enough to drop Sharon.
Oh, almost certainly.
Like, how is he holding her? Like, potato sack, or?
Potato sack, yeah. Oh! Huh. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome.
Cool.
Oh, great.
Super rad.
Shut up, you're all jerks to me.
No, I'm assuming this is a bad thing for us and a good thing for you.
No, it's an Adobe PDF reader thing.
Oh, well, that's totally irrelevant. Alright.
What was I gonna do? What were you doing?
What was I doing?
Stabbing?
I like stabbing, yes.
There was a thing I was gonna do. Oh, right! That's right. I'm sorry.
Cutlass isn't a stabbing weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Slicing.
I think you can
Man.
be either.
I've got a question.
¿Por qué no las dos?
I've got a question that's really relevant to the plan I was thinking of. How many days are we left in this trip? How far into it are we?
You're about a day out.
A day out from our destination?
No, a day out from where you started.
Oh. Oh well.
Sturge, your sword, does d6 wounds, so roll an additional d6. You should also mark this on your character sheet if you want to keep the sword.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
as long as you don't lose it.
Gonna keep a souvenir.
Yeah. Put it in my pocket. I don't know where to write it down, I guess. So
This
it's
is not an items thing. A cutlass does d6 wounds.
D6. Is that 1d6?
1d6 wounds. That is in addition to the damage you do with your roll.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes. So in this case, you have a decent chance of straight up killing him.
Wow.
Let's see.
Oh no. I didn't mean it.
Go ahead and roll me your d6.
Alright. 3.
Okay. 3. So he takes... And you stab him. He bleeds profusely and collapses. He's
Oh,
still
geez.
breathing. He's not dead. He's still breathing. But he's knocked out.
Alright, so Sharon's on the ground.
And everyone turns to look at you.
Well then.